Hi everyone, it's Julie here. On this video I'm going to show you a really easy way to prevent jet lag. There's no medication, just a really easy, simple, safe way to prevent jet lag that you can do either by yourself, with your family, however you want to do it. Very quick, very easy to learn. Because on this video I'm going to show you how to get rid of your jet lag just by tapping. Now we're going to either use 2 fingers, doesn't matter if it's left or right hand, or if you really want to, you can use the whole of your hand if you're worried that you might miss the spot that I'm talking about. Now you want to start this tapping about an hour before you get onto the plane and continue it for a couple of hours after your flight has landed as well, if you can do. Okay, if you're driving from the airport, do it when you get home. Now, why does tapping work so well? It's because we all have energy in our bodies. We all have electricity. All living things have electricity running through us. And that's why we don't like lightning. Or quite often if you go and you press the button next to a lift or an elevator and you get a shock like that, it's because it's reacted with the electricity in our body. And when we're upset or we're stressed or we're anxious, there's an interruption to that energy. And doing this tapping helps to clear it. So when you're upset or anxious or panicky, or you have jet lag, it's a bit like having a battery in the remote control for your TV and it's the wrong way round. It doesn't matter what you do, it's never going to be right. You're never going to be able to turn the channel, change the volume, because it just won't work because the battery's in back to front, it's reversed. And by tapping, we clear that blockage, we put you back into balance, and it's a really easy way, something you can do for yourself. So there's loads of different sorts of tapping, and the one that I'm going to show you is TFT, or thought field therapy, and it's the original one. Now there's different sequences for every problem that you can think of in TFT. So I'm going to show you one for going east to west for jet lag and one going back west to east. That's how specific it is. And there's not a set number of taps. What I want you to do is breathe in, breathe out for longer, and then move on to the next point. And I'll show you all the points in a minute. And all the time you're thinking about how terrible it's going to be if you had jet lag, or remembering when you had jet lag and it was really awful. Now most therapy, you want to be thinking of the positive, happy things, but on this one, you want to think about how awful it is when you get jet lag, how it ruins your holiday, how it spoils it when you get back home. Just think about that. Breathe in, breathe out for longer, move on to the next point. Okay, so I'm going to run through the points first to show you where they are, and then we'll go through them together. So, first of all, if you were going east to west, the first tapping point for you is under your arm. Now, it's going to be where that part of your bra is, or if you're a man, or if you're wearing a vest, then it's where your vest would be instead. Then the next part is your collarbone. Now, if you think where you tie your tie, and you've got the left and right of that, and there's a little knobbly bit, and again, it doesn't matter whether you do left or right, or you can even tap both of them if you want to, or use your whole hand. Okay, but that's the area when we're talking about the collarbone, it's that area there. Then, where your little finger is, and the finger next to it, if you go back, there's a little dent. Now I'm going to get you to tap that, and while you're tapping that, I'm going to get you to do some amazing things with your eyes as well. And we're also going to do something that's going to engage both left and right side of your brain. So the left logical side, we're going to do a bit of counting, and for the right side, we're going to do a bit of humming. Now you need to hum out loud, but you can do it very quietly if you're on the plane. You don't have to make a big song and dance about it, unless you really want to. And so then after that, I'm going to show you from west to east. So first of all, breathe in, Breathe out for longer. Start your tapping where your bra is or where your vest would be. Oh, so terrible, that jet lag. It's awful if I get that jet lag. Think about how it ruins your whole holiday. And then move on to your collarbone. Awful, awful jet lag. Then we're going to do the bit on the back of your hand. So tap the area that I showed you. Think about how terrible that jet lag is. But now I want you to do a long blink. So close your eyes. Now open your eyes. Now keep your head still and look down to one of your shoulders just by moving your eyes. Look back to the front. Still keeping your head still. Look down to the other shoulder. Back to the front. Now, keeping your head still, I want you to imagine you've got a giant rainbow over the top of your head, or a big arch. And I want you to start by looking at the floor on one side of you, keeping your head still, and then moving your eyes all the way up, all the way over, and right down to the other side of the floor. And now go back again, just like this great big rainbow, and down. And now I want you to hum. It can be any tune you like. Happy Birthday is a good one. Doesn't matter, you can make it up in your head. Now count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hum again. Okay, and then I want you to do under your arm again. Breathe in. Breathe out for longer, thinking about the rubbish jet lag. Collarbone again. And do another eye roll, which is when you're thinking about the rainbow over your head, or a big arch. So keep your head still. And then back again. And then you're finished. Now, when you're doing the other way, so you're doing west to east, part of that's going to be the same, but the first part's going to be different. So I want you to feel under your eye, where that gap is, the little dent, and that's the area that you're going to tap. And then it's going to be your collarbone again. And then we're going to do the same sequence with the back of the hand and the eyes. So when you're ready, have a practice. Tap under your eye. Horrible, horrible jet lag. Now your collarbone, either both sides or one side. Now with your hand again. That little gap. Close your eyes, long blink, so keep your eyes closed, then open. Thinking about the jet lag, keep your head still, go down to one shoulder, back to the front, down to the other shoulder, back to the front. Now the great big rainbow or the arc, so from the floor sweeping right the way over the top of your head and down the other side, and then back again. Now hum. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hum. Now under your eye again. Remember. Collarbone again. And one last eye roll, so keep your head still, look down at the ground. Sweep all the way over the top of your head. down to the ground, and then back to the front again. So that is a really easy way to get rid of your jet lag, or to just prevent it. So remember, it's starting about an hour before and carrying on even after you've landed. So I'm going to run through these now slowly so that you can write them down if you want to. So the first one, east to west, is under your arm, where your bra or your vest is. Collarbone, the knobbly part to the left or right to where you would tie a tie. Then you tap this area here. This is called the 9 gamut sequence. You don't need to know that, but if you look it up, that's the one you're looking for, or 9G. Okay, so you're going to tap that area there, and you're going to do a long blink, so your eyes closed and then open. Keep tapping. Keep your head still, look down to one shoulder, back to the front, down to the other shoulder, back to the front. All the time you're tapping, thinking about how horrible that jet lag is. Then keep your head still again and keep tapping, and think about that rainbow or that arc going all the way over the top of your head, and then all the way back again. And then you're going to go on to do, oh no, you're going to hum. So you're going to do the humming, and then you're going to do the counting, do the humming again, and then you're going to go back and do under your arm again, and the collarbone again, and then one last eye roll, so the big rainbow over the top of you and down the other side. And if you're doing west to east, then you're doing under your eye, your collarbone, you're doing the tapping again. Okay, with the same sequence that I just said. So eyes open and closed, keeping your head still, down to one shoulder, down to the other shoulder, keeping your eyes still, your head still, looking above a great big arc over from one side of the floor to the other, and then all the way back again. Do your humming, your counting, your humming again, back to your eye. It can be the same eye, the other eye, it doesn't matter. On your collarbone, one last big look at the rainbow. And let me know how you get on with that, and share it with your friends, because how easy is that? So much better than taking tablets or medication, just something easy. Now, if you're worried about forgetting how to do it, you can just stick a post-it note or something like that on your tray, on your travel tray on the back of the seat in front. Some people practice it before they go. So they're sat in front of the telly, but they're just doing all the sequences just so that they remember, so it becomes very natural to them. I suppose it depends how frequently you fly. So just think about when you need to do it, have a practice beforehand, maybe put a little note on your tray on the back of the seat in front. Do your tapping and enjoy your flight, and have a fabulous trip wherever you're going. Bye for now.